Hi all, today we are going to see some numericals on static capacitors. So I am taking one numerical, one for the single phase case and one for the three phase case, so that this topic will be completely clear to you. So first I am starting with a single phase 50 Hz motor takes 20 amperes when connected to 230 volt supply. The power consumed by the motor is 3680 watts. Calculate the kVAR and capacitance of the capacitor required to improve the power factor to 0.9 lag. What will be the new supply current? So whenever any numerical is given, as usual, we have to first note down the given data so that we will not miss anything. So given data. So what are the given things? So first one, it is given, it is a single phase and the frequency is given as 50 Hz. So I am noting down frequency F is equal to 50 Hz. And the current is also given. So initially it is taking a current I1 is equal to 20 amperes and the voltage is also given V is equal to 230 volts. Remember, it is single phase, means this is nothing but the phase voltage only, Vp. So the power consumed by the motor, so it is the name itself is telling power consumed by the motor, that means power taken from the supply, that means it is nothing but the input power. That power is given as 3680 watts. It is the input power only, or power supplied from the source. So calculate the kVAR. So we have to calculate the kVAR value or the reactive power of the capacitor. So this should be calculated. So what is this value? So that should be calculated. So this I am taking. So QC we have to calculate. And what is the second one asked? What will be the new supply current? So we have to also calculate what will be the new supply current. So what is the value of I2? So let us try to calculate one by one of these things. So here you can see the voltage is given, power is given, power factor 1 is not given. So that we are going to derive from the basic relationship. We know power P is equal to V into I1 into cos phi 1. You agree with me? So this is given as 3680, or from this I can calculate cos phi 1 is equal to 3680 divided by V into I1. So I am just substituting this one. So 3680 divided by voltage is 230 multiplied by 20. So the power factor, that is 0.8. So from this I can calculate my power factor angle. Phi is equal to cos inverse of 0.8. What is cos inverse of 0.8? It will be 36.87 degrees. So we obtain the value of phi 1. So similarly I can calculate the value of phi 2. So because we need to achieve 0.9 lagging. So it is mentioned that the power factor 2, that is also mentioned, cos phi 2 is 0.9 lagging. So this will be cos inverse of 0.9. Cos inverse of 0.9 you will get it as 25.84 degrees. So we have already seen the phasor diagram before. So how to draw this one? So this is nothing but the current I cos phi. So this is nothing but I1 cos phi 1. So this, if I am multiplying with V, so V into I1 cos phi 1 is equal to V into I2 cos phi 2. This is nothing but equal to P. So for this P, I am adding the value of Q1. So this is my value of Q1. So this gives my value of the apparent power S1. So similarly, because of the capacitance, the apparent power shift to this one. So this angle is phi 1 and this angle is phi 2. So what is this value? So this value is nothing but equal to Q2. And what is this value? This value is equal to reactive power of the capacitor, that is equal to QC. So from this we can easily calculate all the relationships. So I am directly writing the value. I want to calculate the value of QC. So QC is nothing but equal to Q1 minus Q2. So this is nothing but, because what is the value of Q? Q is nothing but equal to P tan phi, because this value I can calculate from P tan phi. From P tan phi I can calculate the value. So because tan phi is opposite by adjacent value, or we can tell that value QC will be equal to P tan phi. So that I am calculating. This will be P into tan phi 1, that is equal to Q1. Similarly Q2 is equal to P tan phi 2. So I am writing it tan phi 2. P I am taking the common outside. Getting it? So let us try to substitute these things. So this you substitute 3680 multiplied by tan of 36.87 minus tan 25.84. This is what is there. So when you substitute this one, this you will get as 977.86. volt ampere reactive, or this I can write as 0.97786 kVAR because they want the reactive power in kilovolt ampere reactive. So I have converted to into 10 to the power of 3 form. This is clear up to now. So next proceeding for the calculating the current. So for that what we have to do? We have to calculate the value of capacitance also, right? So QC is equal to, we know QC is equal to V into IC. This is nothing but the value of QC, or this we have derived in the last class. This is IC is nothing but the voltage divided by the impedance offered by the capacitance, that is 1 by omega C, or this is nothing but V square omega C, or from this I can calculate C is equal to QC divided by V square into omega. So remember this one, this is nothing but equal to the phase voltage. So that's why I am directly writing this one. So this I can write as the value of the capacitance will be equal to QC. QC is 977.86 divided by, what is the value of voltage? Voltage is 230. So 230 square multiplied by omega is nothing but 2 pi f, 2 pi into 50. So when you calculate it, you will get it as 58.84 microfarads. So we got the value of the capacitance. So it is asked to calculate what is the new value of the current. So for that what I am going to use, because we know that V into I1 cos phi 1 is equal to V into I2 cos phi 2, or we can tell that I1 cos phi 1 is equal to I2 cos phi 2. From this I can calculate I2 is nothing but equal to I1 cos phi 1 divided by cos phi 2. Agree with me? So we can write that P is equal to V1 I1 cos phi 1 is equal to V2 I2 cos phi 2. So from this I can calculate the value of I2 is equal to I1 into cos phi 1 divided by cos phi 2. So from this I can calculate, this will be 20 multiplied by cos phi 1 is 0.8 and cos phi 2 new power factor we want is 0.9. So this will be equal to 17.78 amperes. So in this way you have to calculate this one. I hope this is clear. So I am proceeding for the next numerical. So some different type of numerical where the confusion can be there. It is given a 400 volts. So simultaneously I am noting down the given data also, so that you will understand how to note down the given data when you are reading the question. So it is mentioned there the value of the voltage is V is equal to 400 volts, and second one the power is given as 50 kilowatt, and the frequency is given, frequency is equal to 50 Hz, and it is mentioned it is a 3-phase motor. So 3-phase motor means voltage will be the line voltage and runs at a power factor of 0.8 power factor lag. So cos phi 1 is given as 0.8 lagging, and efficiency is also given. Efficiency is 85% or 0.85. That means the power that is mentioned here, this is the output power of the motor. So efficiency is given as 85%. So it is asked to find the capacitance per phase of star and delta connected capacitor bank to improve the supply power factor to 0.95. So the value of cos phi 2 is given as 0.95. So this is also lagging. So let us see how to calculate this one. So we know that the input power will be equal to output power divided by efficiency. So remember this one, whatever the power we are doing, this is the 3-phase power only. So this output power is already given, it is given as 50 divided by efficiency is 0.85. So this will be equal to 58.82 kilowatt. Agree with me? So now I want to calculate the per phase value, because everything I want to calculate in per phase. Reactive power also I want in per phase. So I want to calculate my input power per phase value. Input power per phase value will be equal to 3-phase power divided by 3. So this will be 58.82 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by 3. This is the value we get. So if you calculate it, you will get it approximately as 19.61 kilowatt. So single phase came. So now coming to the power factor angle, phi 1 will be equal to cos inverse of 0.8. This is 36.87 degrees. Similarly, the power factor angle 2 is cos inverse of, we have to improve to 0.95. So this will be equal to 18.195 degrees. So the angles are obtained. So now I want to calculate the reactive power that is required per phase. So per phase value will be equal to power, that is per phase value, because the input power per phase I am representing by PP. That means power per phase. So P per phase will be equal to, this will be P per phase into tan phi 1 minus tan phi 2. Procedure everything is same. Only thing you have to remember that whatever the numerical is given, first you have to calculate the single phase power, that means per phase reactive power that is required. So remaining all calculation will be same only. Getting it? So now I am calculating per phase reactive power. I need the per phase active power. Remaining tan phi 1, tan phi 2, all the things are same like before. So this will be 19.61. This will be multiplied by tan of 36.87 minus tan of 18.195. Getting it? So this one will be 8.262 kVAR because it is in kVAR, right? So now we got the reactive power requirement. So let us calculate the value of the capacitance required per phase, for each phase of the delta connection. So this will be simple formula QCP divided by V phase square into omega. So for the case of delta circuit, we know that Vp is nothing but equal to VL. So this will be 8.262 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by 400 square into 2 pi into 50. So this will be 164.36 microfarads. So you may unnecessarily confuse. So this is equal to VL for delta connection. So this I have already shown before. So similarly, for the case of star connection will be equal to again QCP divided by Vp square into omega. So what is the value of Vp square? So Vp will be equal to VL divided by root 3 for the case of star connection. So this is nothing but equal to QCP divided by VL by root 3 whole square into omega. Or otherwise this is nothing but 3 times of QCP divided by VL square into omega. VL square into omega. So let us try to write here also so that you will not confuse. QCP divided by VL square into omega. So I have substituted it. So this will be equal to 3 times of 164.36 microfarads, or this will be nothing but equal to 493.1 microfarads. So this way you have to calculate. You can see the rating of the capacitor in star connection is 3 times the rating of the capacitor in delta connection. That's why delta connection is preferred. But in the case of star connection, if you are going for the star connection, the voltage across the capacitor is less because it is equal to VL divided by root 3. Whereas in the case of delta connection, voltage across the capacitor is line voltage. That's why voltage rating of the capacitor in delta connection is root 3 times the voltage rating of star connection. So I am just mentioning that also to avoid the confusion. So voltage rating of delta connected capacitor is equal to 400 volts, whereas the voltage rating for the case of star connected capacitor will be equal to 400 divided by root 3 volts. This is the major difference. But otherwise the capacitance is less in the case of delta. I hope that the complete numerical how to solve the static capacitor case is completely clear to you. So if you still have any queries, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. I will answer to your queries from there. Thank you very much.